The discussion surrounding Veil of Shadows, Ji, has not cooled down even days after its Douban score was revealed. In fact, the conversation has only grown louder, spreading from dedicated drama forums to mainstream social media timelines. What began as a simple numerical rating quickly evolved into a broader debate about the modern C-drama industry itself, about whether visual spectacle can truly compensate for storytelling flaws, and whether audience expectations have become harder than ever to satisfy in an era of high-budget productions. Many viewers admitted that their anticipation for Veil of Shadows had been exceptionally high long before the premiere. Promotional posters showcased ethereal landscapes, elaborate palace interiors, and richly textured costumes that looked as if they had stepped straight out of a fantasy painting. The teasers promised a grand tale filled with mystery, romance, and supernatural intrigue. For fans of director Guo Jingming, known for his signature aesthetic style, the drama felt like a guaranteed visual feast from the very beginning. Expectations were not just high, they were sky high. And in terms of visual execution, the production undeniably delivered. Each frame appeared meticulously designed, with lighting and color palettes carefully chosen to create an atmosphere of elegance and dreamlike beauty. Snowfall scenes shimmered under soft lantern light, while night sequences glowed with a cinematic polish rarely seen in television dramas. The attention to detail extended beyond scenery into costume design, where every accessory, embroidery pattern, and fabric texture seemed crafted to enhance the characters' identities. For many viewers, watching the drama felt less like following a story and more like browsing through an art gallery in motion. Yet as episodes progressed, the conversation began to shift. Viewers who initially praised the visuals started expressing confusion about the narrative direction. Plot developments appeared rushed, emotional arcs felt incomplete, and certain character motivations seemed to change without sufficient explanation. What was supposed to be a sweeping fantasy journey gradually became a puzzle with missing pieces. The sudden reduction of episodes from 40 to 29 became a central talking point, with many fans speculating that crucial scenes had been removed, leaving behind gaps that disrupted the story's rhythm. Online discussions became increasingly intense. Some viewers defended the drama passionately, arguing that the production team had done their best under challenging circumstances, and that the artistic achievements should not be overshadowed by structural issues. Others insisted that no amount of visual beauty could justify weak storytelling. They believed that audiences deserved narratives that were coherent, emotionally satisfying, and logically consistent, especially when a project carried such a large budget and high-profile cast. The performances of the cast also became a focal point of debate. Supporters highlighted the dedication shown by the actors, pointing out the physical demands of filming in elaborate costumes and the emotional effort required to portray complex characters in a fantasy setting. They praised moments of genuine chemistry and subtle expression that added depth to certain scenes. Critics, however, argued that uneven pacing and excessive slow-motion sequences diluted the impact of those performances. In their view, strong acting could not fully shine when editing choices interrupted the natural flow of emotion. Another sensitive issue was the distribution of screen time among the main cast. Early promotional materials suggested a balanced ensemble dynamic, leading fans to expect equal focus on multiple characters. When viewers noticed that one character appeared significantly more frequently than others, disappointment quickly surfaced. For fans who had tuned in specifically to watch their favorite actors, the imbalance felt like a broken promise. This perception further fueled online arguments, turning what might have been a minor production detail into a major public relations challenge. Despite the criticism, the commercial performance of Veil of Shadows tells a different story. The drama's rapid rise in platform popularity demonstrates that curiosity and star power remain powerful forces in the entertainment market. Many viewers continued watching even after reading negative reviews, eager to form their own opinions rather than relying solely on ratings. In some cases, the controversy itself became a form of publicity, drawing more attention to the series than a universally positive reception might have achieved. Industry observers have noted that the situation reflects a broader shift in audience behavior. Modern viewers are more vocal, more analytical, and more willing to share detailed critiques online. They expect not only visual grandeur, but also narrative depth and character consistency. When those expectations are not fully met, discussions can escalate quickly, especially for projects that arrive with massive hype. At the same time, audiences remain fascinated by ambitious productions, and they are often willing to overlook flaws if the overall experience feels memorable. In the end, the story of Veil of Shadows is not simply about a single rating on Douban. It is about the tension between artistry and storytelling, between spectacle and substance, and between expectation and reality. The drama stands as a reminder that success in the entertainment world is rarely defined by numbers alone. A series can be criticized and celebrated at the same time, drawing both disappointment and admiration from the same audience. Whether the score of 5.3 will rise or fall in the coming weeks remains uncertain. Ratings often shift as more viewers join the conversation and as initial reactions settle into long-term opinions. What is clear, however, is that Veil of Shadows has already secured its place as one of the most talked-about dramas of the year. Love it or criticize it, viewers cannot seem to stop discussing it. And in the competitive landscape of television, that level of attention is a form of success in its own right. So the debate continues, echoing across comment sections and fan communities. Is the score fair, or is it too harsh for a production that pushed the boundaries of visual storytelling? Each viewer brings their own perspective, shaped by personal taste and expectations. And perhaps that diversity of opinion is exactly what keeps the world of drama so vibrant and endlessly fascinating.